Let's move on. Let's do it. Another season. Will it be the last? It could very well be. It could very well be. As chat does get an offer early on for DJ White. You'd get the Lakers first rounder in 2018. You'd have to take on Hakeem Warwick for the year. Of course, DJ right now is your best power forward. 24 B- potential in the 78. Chat saying no. I got to be honest, I'm a little bit surprised. I would have taken that in your situation, but fair play. We move on. Mason Plumlee for Mike Dunleavy in a first. Of course, Plumlee, you just took at center. C+ potential. He is the current backup for Davis. Dunleavy is a 33-year-old veteran forward. And you'd get a first rounder from OKC. What do you think? What do you think? Looks like that is also going to be a no. Chat's already moved out of the acquiring first round picks mindset. Fair enough. It is a decent start to the year for you guys. You do get a trade offer. Chris Middleton, your second choice shooting guard behind Jimmy Butler, for Shannon Brown and a first from the Nets. So you give up someone with a bit of potential to get someone just as good now, but get a future first rounder in 2018. That is also a no. All right. We move. And you guys kick the shit out of Brooklyn. I get a trade offer from Dallas, Chris Douglas Roberts, and a first rounder in 2018 for JJ Barea, and a top 10 protected first in 2015. Roberts is a decent shooter, good defender. He's not going to get much better than he is now. The problem is I do not have a backup point guard behind Mike Conley. Probably means Mayo or DeRozan ends up being the starting forward, and then I end up a little bit light on depth there. I have to take this. I need a backup. I need a backup point guard, and it'll free up money to hopefully be able to make a play for someone in free agency. Got to do it. It's not ideal, but I got to do it. Got to do it. I need that backup point guard since I couldn't keep Sean Livingston. It being Conley, DeRozan, Mayo, Love and Davis, Humphreys, Barea, Len, and Michael Redd is currently getting playing time, huh? Let's shorten that down to an 8-man bench. There we go. For my block, now that I have that extra first from the Mavericks, that immediately goes to the trade block. Immediately. OJ Mayo and a second for Corey Maggette. A proper small forward. OJ, of course, 28 years old. Maggette is a veteran. This is a risky trade for me because of the term for Maggette. It's an extra year at a pretty similar price. Again, though, the problem is he's 34 years old. That is the problem. As much as he's an improvement on OJ, I can't take on a 34-year-old with that cap hit. Can't do it. Unless they have a higher overall. The Timberwolves are rolling right now. Fourth in the conference, third in the power rankings. JJ Barea for a first and Chris Anderson. I do not need another center. So that deal will not happen. And it looks like it'll be a Merry Christmas, everyone. 25-8 for the Timberwolves. 21-12 for the Raptors. I am going to take those second-round picks off the board. I want to double-check the value of some of the randos They're all going to be 1-stars. I'm going to say some of the randos that had signed for me, but they're at least movable now. Okay. Second round picks end up right back on the board. Chav right now is second in the Eastern Conference, though. The East is a bit weaker than the West. That is undeniable. So you guys get a trade offer, Ed Davis for Green. I mean, it's not going to make sense. You already have Kawhi at forward. That's just not the right deal. Chris Middleton and Holiday for Kenneth Faried and CJ Watson. That would really weaken your depth at shooting guard. You don't really need a backup point guard. And, I mean, you could move on with Kenneth Faried being the top power forward, but he's not that much better than DJ White. And chat's saying no to that as well. All right. Trades have been few and far between for our teams this season. Right now, it's just a matter of what the playoffs will look like. Tony Allen and a second for the hot daddy, Ahmed Haddadi. The problem is I really don't need another center. I really don't. I mean, Tony Allen's old, but at least he can still play defense. At least he can still play defense. For you guys, Chris Middleton for Greg Monroe. Monroe's 23, 82 with a B+ potential. Middleton, 22 and 81 overall with a B-. But again, Middleton is stuck behind Jimmy Butler. Is it a big enough improvement for you guys at center over Ed Davis? That is the question. What do you think? And at least one yes. Record with the centers. Davis this year. Oh my God, where the fuck are the stats? Davis this year averaging 10 points and 10 rebounds a game. Monroe, 10 points, 8 rebounds a game. It's looking like more no's than anything, so we will decline in advance. Raptors apparently first in the Eastern Conference. You do lose to me, though. Michael Redd in the second for the hot daddy. I like Michael Redd a lot. The problem is he's 34. I mean, Haddadi would technically be an improvement. Technically, Tony Allen's the depth. I'm going to take this, actually. See you later, Mike. Bring on the hot daddy. And from there... yeah, that's not bad. Solomon Jones. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. Let's see if I can get rid of Solomon Jones. Red was underrated back in the day. He was. He was really good. He was really, really good. Just that Milwaukee never really put the pieces together. OJ Mayo for Ian. Why does the game think I want a center? Ian Mahimi and Rajwal, but I can't do that. Can't do that. I'd be left with nobody at forward. For you guys, it's an old man Karolenko. It's not going to be worth it. Not going to be worth it. Chris Humphries for Matt Bonner in a second. Ooh. Humphries, 28 years old. Bonner's 33. Ugh. Hold on. The attributes for Bonner. God, he's a bad rebounder. Spaces things out at power forward, but I'd rather have the rebounder. That's going to bring us to the deadline again. Neither nuke in place anymore. As I do get a late offer that I might have to consider. It's OJ Mayo and Chris Humphries for Goran Dragic and a first rounder from Phoenix. Especially because JJ Barea broke his leg. Fucking hell, the injuries. Can Dragic play shooting guard? No. Shit. I can't do it. Conley, Barea, Dragic, none of them can play shooting guard, which would allow DeMar to move to forward. I can't do it. The coach won't be smart enough to play the team the way I need them to be played. I got to decline it. Got no choice but to decline it. Got to rely on OJ Mayo. We are past the deadline. In terms of contract extensions, Conley has a player option, so I am going to have to renegotiate with him. JJ Barea I can renegotiate with. Dante Jones I don't care about. And the old hot daddy. Nothing I can do there. All right, well, no doubt I need to negotiate with Mike Conley. And technically he'll be taking a pay cut if he takes this deal. And he does. And honestly, JJ Barea as a depth point guard. 2 years is the sweet spot for him as well. I think I'd rather have a worse point guard to try and find an improvement at forward in the offseason. I think I'm probably going to let go of JJ. Yeah. Okay. And then for you guys, in terms of any extensions, got the team option on Thomas. Jimmy Butler still has the option. Turkoglu, obviously, you'll be dropping. DJ White and Pat are still... Yeah, you got no one to worry about. No one to worry about. We're both on pace, very much so, to make the playoffs. We'll see what happens once we're there. Chat's got a solid team and a weaker Eastern Conference. And it might pay off for them. It just might. See how it goes. Let's see. This could be the final year of this era. You never know. We've been going through them pretty quickly. We've been going through them pretty damn quickly. 50 wins for Chat's Raptors, top team in the East. God damn. Fair enough. Derrick Rose, though, of the Chicago Bulls is the 2014 MVP. 32 points, 9.5 assists per game. Your Rookie of the Year is, of course, Giannis with Detroit. 15 points, 6 rebounds. Sixth Man of the Year is Isaiah Thomas for Chat's Raptors. Defensive Player of the Year, Dwight Howard for Orlando. Tugi's already doubting us. Yeah, Sockful, you're right. I'm totally doubting you guys as I say you're going to win every single era. You guys can't troll. The right can't meme, and Chat can't troll. 2 facts of life. Dwight Howard wins Defensive Player of the Year. Most improved is Isaiah Thomas for Chat's Raptors. Coach of the Year is Scott Brooks. Executive of the Year, man, freaking OKC continues to be great. First team All-NBA is Derrick Rose, Steph Curry, Blake Griffin, Tim Duncan, and Andrew Bynum. Andrew Bynum? All-defensive team is Dwight Howard, Anthony Davis, Tim Duncan, Paul George, and Dwayne Wade. And your all-rookie team is Giannis, Victor Oladipo, Rudy Gobert, Steven Adams, and Minnesota's Alex Lenz. My Timberwolves will play Sacramento, while Chat's Raptors will take on the Indiana Pacers. Let's take a look at the numbers throughout the regular season. Chat does have an injured Ed Davis, who will be out for a week or two. But Damian Lillard definitely turning into what you guys were hoping he'd turn into. Jimmy Butler as well, Kawhi. There might be some trouble in the rebound game. But in terms of scoring potential, no doubt it's there. However, the two-headed beast of Minnesota, Anthony Davis and Kevin Love. DeRozan was great, but I have a big problem. OJ Mayo with a broken left toe and right shin splints. I'm going to have a bit of a hole in my lineup in this playoff run. Okay. This will be interesting to see what the coach ends up doing with my lineup here. Because I'm genuinely not sure. I might end up having a really low overall guy in the lineup like Tony Allen full time. Let's take a look. The lineup for my Timberwolves in the playoffs, and indeed, Tony Allen's going to have to be a part of it. It is Conley, DeRozan, Allen, Davis, and Love. At least Tony Allen is still an excellent defender, which is literally all he has to do is just play solid defense and pass the ball to somebody else. The rest of the team, stellar. Humphreys is the sixth man. Barea gets playing time. I don't think I need to rely on Alex Len or the Haddadi. Yeah, that OJ Mayo injury hurts me quite a bit. And that decision to go for a backup point guard in Barea could hurt. Time will tell. For Chat's Raptors, heading into their first playoff run, it is Lillard, Butler, Kawhi, DJ White, and Mason Plumlee, with IT and Chris Middleton coming off the bench. You could make an argument to stretch it to 8 so that you have a backup power forward center. That is probably your best bet. Otherwise, White and Plumlee are going to be run into the ground. Yeah, because you ended up having 2 guards at the 6-7 role. Not bad. Chat could do some damage as well. You guys do lack a Kevin Love at the moment. But maybe that's a good thing. Time will tell. Let's take a look at Sacramento and Indiana to see what our two teams are up against. First and foremost, Chat's opposition in the first round, the Indiana Pacers, with Ty Lawson and CJ Watson. Paul George at shooting guard. Forward, Danny Granger. Power forward, a slightly injured Boris Diaw. They also have Kenneth Faried and Tyler Hansbrough, Rashard Lewis, Sheldon Williams. And at center, Andrew Jesus Bynum. That's a decent team. It's decent. And for Sacramento, Kemba Walker and Bino Udrih. Alvin Ellis behind them. Shooting guard, Tyreek Evans, Aaron Aflalo, Francisco Garcia. Forward, Craig Smith. Power forwards, Dante Green. Turned into a beast. And Omri Caspi. Center, DeMarcus Cousins. Okay. I think we both have a bit of a challenge ahead of us here. I think we do. No guarantees of getting out of the first round on either side. No guarantees. For the record, too, people were asking about what did the... look at that, by the way. Only team better than me in the regular season, the fucking Thunder. These were the bottom teams in the regular season. Orlando Magic, not very good. Not very good. Probably to the surprise of nobody. So let's see who plays first. My Timberwolves do. As we get a look at the starting lineup comparisons. Advantage for me everywhere except 3 out of 5. It starts off strong at guard, but then Caspi over Allen's huge thanks to the injury. Green better than Davis. Cousins can equal out Kevin Love. This is not an easy first-round matchup for me at all. Game number 1 does go to Minnesota, though. 115-92. Great game for Anthony Davis. DeMar, a double for Love, a double for Conley. That is the type of performance I need from Mike Conley. Desperately. Desperately. Chat's Raptors take on the Pacers, looking at the head-to-head. It's relatively even, but I mean, Paul George and Andrew Bynum, that is where the series could be won or lost. Niles, we're in 2014. 15 now. 2014. Whatever. Game number 1 goes to the Raptors, 122-116. As Kawhi drops 29, Butler 25, Thomas 21, and a double for Damian Lillard. So again, not the strongest team in the paint, but they have the firepower offensively to potentially outscore their shortcomings. So we go to game number 2. I love this chair. Remember when I had the old squeaky chair? I couldn't fucking move without it sounding like I needed a fucking bathtub of WD-40 on this damn thing. Game number 2, Timberwolves and Kings goes to Sacramento, 107-103. Strong games from Davis, DeRozan, Kevin Love. It's spotty. And clearly this team goes where Mike Conley goes, which is a bit scary. Just a little bit scary. Evans only dropped 23 on the other side. We lost that game more than Sacramento won it. Game 2 for the Raps. They are up to nothing. 135-130 as they continue to be able to outscore their defensive shortcomings. Leonard, Lillard, Middleton, and Butler. They got some weaknesses, and it might not work against everybody, but it is working against the Pacers. What's going on, by the way? Game 3. I think you are, right? I think you're able to import when you're doing a connected franchise. I'm pretty sure. I haven't tried it, though, so I can't say with certainty. Game number 3 goes to Minnesota, 110-105. Cousins dropped 26. Big game for Kevin Love. Big game. That's what it is. If Love and Conley are on their game, I can beat anybody in the league. If they are not, this team's not going too far. Pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward. Game 3, Chat's Raptors against the Pacers. Goes to Chat, 114-108. Outscoring their problems. One game at a time. Pretty straightforward. It's not great when Jimmy Butler's leading your team in rebounds, but it works. It works. Game 4, Minnesota and Sacramento. Goes to Minnesota. 119-106. Green dropped 20 for them. DeRozan, JJ Barea. Have yourself a game. Maybe that will help. I mean, Conley fouled out. Tony Allen fouled out. But not bad. A little bit of depth on display there for Minnesota. Can Chad advance to the second round? Yes, they can. It is a sweep of the Indiana Pacers. As Davis came back and you finally had a big man in double digits for rebounds. But again, the theme, outscoring their problems. The Raptors off to the second round in the East. And that will allow you guys... you still kind of got to keep it at 8 to get a big man in the rotation. It just factors Plumlee out of it now. But not bad. Chat moves on. We got to look at the first round numbers. Kawhi, Butler, both doing really well. A double for Leonard. Not bad. Not bad at all. Timberwolves looking to advance. They do not. Not yet, at least. Sacramento 127-108. Love had a solid game. Honestly, I'm not really sure where it went wrong there. Their big men had a pretty good game. Fair enough. Game number 6. Minnesota advances in 6 games over Sacramento. As DeMar, Conley, Davis, Love had a double-double as well. The big 4 showed up. Minnesota advances to the second round again. Tremendous first round for Anthony Davis. Tremendous first round for DeMar and Kevin Love as well. Still need a little bit more out of Conley. That OJ Mayo injury isn't helping, but both of us advanced. The question is, who will the opposition be? For you guys, Bulls and Celtics going to 7. Let's see how it plays out. First and foremost, Game 6. Thunder. Blazers. And it will be a rematch for me with OKC in the second round. Clippers and Jazz on the other side. Chat's opponent will be the Boston Celtics, who knock out D-Rose the league MVP and the Chicago Bulls. Cleveland will play Miami. OKC and Boston in the second round. Let's take a look at those two teams. For me, I'm obviously pretty familiar. It's Russell Westbrook and Eric Maynor at point guard, James Harden and Thabo Cephalosha at shooting guard, forwards Kevin Durant, Jeff Green, and Mike Dunleavy, power forwards Serge Ibaka and Anthony Randolph, and their center, Darko Milicic. For the Celtics, they look like this. Point guard, Rajon Rondo, Delonte West and Luke Ridnour, Mike Bibby as well. Shooting guard, Ray Allen and Kyle Korver. Forwards, Paul Pierce and Josh Howard. Cal Petrus as well. Power forwards, Kevin Garnett and Ersan Ilyasova. Center, Andris Biedrins is hurt, so it's Jan Vesely. You got the old man Celtics trying to put them out to pasture. We'll see if you can do it. Game 1 is up first for me. The head-to-head looks like this. This series goes as Anthony Davis and Kevin Love go. Unfortunately for me, it's now Dante Jones in at forward. That OJ Mayo injury is a fucking disaster. But we'll see what happens. Game number 1 goes to the Thunder. 130-89. It was a massacre. Durant dropped 39. It was a massacre. The injury's going to absolutely screw me here. Tale as old as time. Injury is not doing me any fucking favors. Fair enough. Game 1, Raptors and Celtics. They have an advantage everywhere but center in terms of overall, and of course, shooting guard is tied. Game 1 goes to the Raptors, 121-115. Isaiah Thomas is a beast for you guys this year. And again, consistent theme, outscoring your problems. Not the best rebounding team in the world, but able to outscore their problems. Is there anything I can do about this forward situation for me? No. Yeah, OJ's still out for a week or two. I don't know why Jones is playing over Allen. There we go. That's a bit better. Love and Davis swapping their positions. We got a 7-man setup. I'm still good with that. Still good with it. Game 2, Thunder and Timberwolves. Goes to the Thunder, 120-118. That OJ Mayo injury, man. Fuck. DeMar drops 25. Love with a good game. Not much from Anthony Davis, though. At least not as much. It need to be. OJ actually ended up playing. And of course, we still lost by 2. Thank God, though. Mayo's back. We have a chance. Game 1 was a blowout. Game 2 was much closer. If OJ Mayo's back... Oh, good. Mike Conley also has an injury he'll be dealing with for the rest of the season. The injuries are going to fuck me again. Conley's not going to be 100% for the rest of the playoffs. Fuck me. Game 2, Raptors-Celtics goes to the Raptors, 108-98. Behind 32 from Kawhi, Lillard, Butler up there, and Davis finally. Granted, he hasn't played that many games, but that is a monster game for Davis. If he can do that, there might not be any stopping Toronto. We'll see. Game 3, Timberwolves need a win, and they get it, 129-103. With OJ Mayo back playing defense, he wasn't good offensively, but I have some hope. Big games for Love and Davis. Big games for Love and Davis. Durant still dropped 34, but a little bit better. Game 3, Raptors-Celtics goes to the Raptors, 138-134. Lillard drops 32. And a double. Yeah, a double for Kawhi. Again, just able to outscore whatever defensive issues they might have. Damn. Game 4, Thunder. Wolves goes to the Thunder by 3. I'm so fucking close to being able to beat them. I keep losing close games. I'm gonna get fucking stonewalled by this Thunder core. Fuck's sake. We're so goddamn close. And I'm gonna get stonewalled by a fucking super team that didn't do anything in real life. That's crazy. That is crazy. But I'd be in a pretty similar spot. Even if I took the approach of trying to build up slow. I'd have to wait until the Thunder weren't together. And by that point, you guys are already in a weaker Eastern Conference. So, all I can do is bang my head against the wall and hope I break through. Will the Thunder eliminate the Wolves? We'll find out. Will the Raptors sweep the Celtics? Yes. The Raptors, undefeated, on their way to the conference final to take on either Cleveland or Miami. That fucking weak-ass Eastern Conference. Jesus fuck. Double for Davis, or for White. Davis was close. Goddamn. Goddamn. The Raptors get the win. In that second round, again, Davis did well, but who the hell needs rebounds when you got 4 players putting up at least 21 points a game? Like, the scoring chemistry is outstanding. Who needs big men? When you got a 3 like that and a 4th man who can put up points like he does. Can the Timberwolves survive? No. Eliminated by the Thunder again. Just fucking stonewalled by a dynasty that never was. Nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do about it. So let's find out. Actually, let's take a look here. The injuries certainly didn't fucking help me. Players at less than 100%. I only had OJ Mayo for 4 games. DeRozan, Davis. How'd they do in the second round? Honestly, we played well. It's just that the Thunder are really fucking good. The Thunder are really fucking good. Nothing I can do about it. Who will it be in the conference finals? It is Cleveland. And you guys avoid LeBron. That's insane. Cleveland and Toronto, OKC and LA. The top 2 seeds on each side into the conference finals. Let's take a look at the Cleveland Cavaliers, who look like this. At point guard, Mo Williams with TJ Ford behind him. Shooting guard, Juan Carlos Navarro with Brandon Knight. At forward, Al Farouk Aminu and Otto Porter. Power forwards, J.J. Hickson and Jared Dudley. Centers, Andre Drummond and Anderson Varejao. The emergence of the undrafted Juan Carlos Navarro. All right. Well then. This just got a bit more interesting. Game number 1. Yeah, take that, Ricky Rubio. I wish I fucking had Ricky Rubio. Fuck me. Game 1. Let's get a look at the head-to-heads. Even at point guard. Big advantage at shooting guard for Cleveland. Slight advantage at forward for the Raptors. Big advantage with J.J. Hickson for Cleveland. And a decent advantage with Andre Drummond. Navarro born in 1980. Really? Let's take a look here. Controversy, perhaps, in chat's way with Juan Carlos Navarro. Someone who never actually came over to the Cavs, if I'm not mistaken. He is 44 years old today. Retired. He's the general manager of Barcelona. Nicknamed La Bomba. Well, we will edit his age, but that's why the age is so off, because fuck you, that's why. Oh boy, let's go ahead and make you just a little bit older, my man. A little bit. The now 33-year-old Juan Carlos Navarro. He actually did play one season in the league with Memphis. Now, in fairness, he is a legendary player in Europe. Like, he is a phenomenal player. He just never came over. In this timeline, he came over. Game number 1. Cavaliers and Raptors. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Raptors trying to come back here, but it's not going to happen. Cleveland takes game 1, 128 to 107, despite 37 points and 10 assists from Dame, 22 points for Butler, 10 rebounds for Kawhi. At the end of the day, Navarro drops 33 with 10 rebounds, a double for Drummond, a double for J.J. Hickson. So they had the advantage in the paint, and they got a difference maker combination at guard. Game number 2, because again, there's pretty much nothing to change about your lineup. And age 12 years and a night and still beat us. The series isn't over, though, just because you lost game 1. Case in point, the Toronto Raptors take game 2. Let me pin that message of a cheated player killed our run. 114 to 92. It's still a series, but don't worry, chat will grasp at any excuse possible, even though they're up 3-0. Kawhi drops 26. Lillard, Thomas, that was more of the same, outscoring the issues, although good game for Butler on a double. DJ White had a much better game as well. Raptors get the win. Bit surprising I saw. I mean, the defense kind of let Cleveland down. So, I mean, Toogie lost the best player before. No, big boy, no. No, nothing's gone Chat's way. They've been against all odds for 30 fucking years now. At every moment, Chat's the underdog at all times. No. Everything goes the streamer's way all the time. And sweet, precious baby Chat has always been the underdog. And it's a fucking modern miracle that they've prevailed. No. Let's go to game number 3. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. It's not like Toogie's coach said, fuck your strategy. Yeah, right? Yeah, let's not talk about the fact that I told my coach to rotate 6 players, and he played the entire fucking team in that last game 7. Let's not talk about that either. Let's not talk about that either. Let's not talk about the game breaking on me now. No, sweet, beautiful Chat. So precious. So fucking precious. The fucking moo dang of fucking teams is Chat. Just so precious. Anyway, we continue on. Where the Toronto Raptors are going to take a 2-1 series lead in the Eastern Conference Final. 110 to 93 over Cleveland. Despite 31 points from Navarro, Butler, Kawhi did well. Davis, 15 rebounds. Wasn't even the most impressive game, and it didn't have to be. Almost like you're too woke. You know what? If there was a way of being too woke to win, it would be me. Fair enough. I'm going to put that on a t-shirt. Toogie24, too woke to win. That would have been my fucking election campaign. Too woke to win. Me and fucking VP Bernie Sanders were too woke to win. Let's go. All right. Here we go. Game number 4. too woke to win. That is true. It's right there. It's right there. Will Chat take a 3-1 lead? Look at what Chat was bitching about, and they are demolishing the Cavaliers. 113-93. The Raptors are 1 win away from the NBA final. 26 points from Kawhi, 21 from Lillard. Butler and Davis both in double digits for rebounds. Sweet, beautiful, precious Chat. Looking good. 1 win away. Can they get it done? The Western Conference final is tied at 2-2. It used to be Too Good when 2K errors, but now he can't because of woke. Fair. Raptors battling back. They have tied it. 116-116 with 1:35 to go. Chat has a chance to end this series and punch their ticket to the NBA final. Let's find out if they can do it. Air Canada center the site for the Eastern Conference final. Chat 1 win away from advancing. And they do it. Mo Williams turns it over. Isaiah Thomas to Damian Lillard for 3. Missed. Rebound by Drummond. No, he swats it out. It'll stay Raptors ball. Arajau steps off. Inbound to Lillard.
Lillard against Williams.
Game getting held up by Mo. Williams still refusing to back down. Out to Kawhi. Loves that corner of the court. Kawhi off the pick. Leonard to Davis. Tough play. Great defense. Cleveland ball. Here's Navarro. Navarro trying to drive. Held up. Hands off to J.J. Hickson. Now Mo Williams. 5 seconds to shoot. Williams going to have to force one up around Lillard. He does. Can't get it to fall. 26 seconds. Raptors trying to close out this series. White back to Lillard. Trying to get around the big man. Draws a call on Drummond. Damian Lillard to the line. This could be it. That could be going to the finals much earlier than expected. Which I will say, despite that the narrative will be, oh, the trade, Tukey, you fucked up. Let's be honest, I didn't. Even if you had DeMar, you would probably still be in this spot because the draft picks I gave you did not, unless I'm mistaken, but they did not directly contribute to getting like Damian Lillard or players like that. So, just let it be known. I also said you guys were going to win 3 seasons ago.
So he gets them both.
It is a 2-point Raptors lead with 14 seconds to go. Yeah, but Kawhi, I mean, he's a lower rating than DeMar right now. So,
in terms of strategy here,
literally interchangeable players.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll
Great Kawhi, Rose. Yes, you do. Especially at that point. Yes, you do.
Williams.
5 seconds. Mo Williams driving. Williams gets blocked, and the Toronto Raptors are going to the NBA Finals. An all-time choke from Mo Williams. What a fucking joke. You give the ball to Mo Williams there, huh? Not old man Navarro? How fucking weak is that Eastern Conference?
As they now move on to the NBA Finals.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, tonight.
Through all the adversity. You said we had defensive problems. You do. You do have defensive problems. The problem is the Cavaliers have a lack of brain problem to give the ball to Mo Williams there and not have him shoot a jump shot. Oh, goodness. Chat's hilarious in these circumstances. I love it. I love it. I love it. Conference finals numbers. You see them there. Lillard and Leonard getting it done. Not the most impressive performance that we've seen from the team in a series, but they still got it done. They are off to the final. This era could be over very, very soon. The Clippers threatening to go back to the final. You avoid the Heat. You avoid the Thunder. You avoid Derrick Rose in the second round. Chat, collectively go buy a lottery ticket. I think tonight's your night. Jesus fuck. Jesus Christ. Raptors and Clippers in the final. The Clippers, who have won titles in this timeline, look like this at point guard. Eric Bledsoe and Jimmer Fredette. Shooting guard, Eric Gordon and Randy Foye. At forward, Jesus fucking Christ, you guys avoiding the Thunder and getting this instead. They do have Blake Griffin and they do have DeAndre Jordan, but Jesus fucking Christ, this is the luckiest playoff run I have ever fucking seen. What the fuck, dude? This game loves chat. That team beat this team. Unbelievable. Well, with that, a look at the head-to-head. Advantage chat, advantage Clippers, advantage chat, advantage Clippers, advantage Clippers, but will it matter? Will it matter? Can you outscore your problems when you have to deal with Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan? That is the question. Are we getting to the fucking Steph Curry era tonight? Is chat about to go 4-0? Let's find out. Game 1 of the 2014 NBA Finals. As old chat meets new chat, and old chat gets a fucking monstrous victory. 135-113. If I'm not mistaken, though, you lost game 1 to Cleveland, too. Blake drops 28 and a double. Gordon and Foye both did well. Al Thornton. DeAndre Jordan wasn't much of a factor at all, and it didn't matter. Did not matter. For the Raptors, 33 for Dame. Leonard was up there as well, but the secondary scoring fell off. Leader in rebounds, Patterson and White with 6 apiece. Ed Davis fouled out after 17 minutes. IT fouled out after 16. Game number 2. We know this series is far from over. We have seen crazy things happen. However, the LA Clippers are up 2-0. 140-110 as they defend their home court. A double for Griffin, a double for Bledsoe, a double for Jordan, 22 from Gordon, 13 from Thornton. As Lillard drops 24 with a double. Nobody fouled out today. But just bombarded. Again, that whole idea of outscoring your troubles, not quite working in this series. I mean, Davis with the 15 rebounds, but damn. Game number 3. It's still far from over. We've seen reverse sweeps. Series heads to Toronto. The Raptors already doing much better. This time out, the Raptors aren't dead yet. 132-116 in game number 3. Lillard, Butler, and Thomas all with at least 32 points. Outscoring your deficiencies is still a viable strategy. As it turns out. That's why you don't trade Kawhi. Yeah, Kawhi was such a big fucking factor there as opposed to the guys you ended up with without my involvement whatsoever. What a factor. Love you too, chat. Love you too. Game number 4. Okay, Pab, give me your phone. Hey, you're going to detention. Give me your phone. However, despite a strong game 3, game 4 goes to the Clippers, 127-105. Blake Griffin and company, one win away from another title. Dame and Kawhi each had decent games. Thomas, though, rough game. And the big men weren't able to do much. Bledsoe, Gordon, and Griffin all at least over 20 points. Triple-double for Eric Bledsoe. Jesus Christ. Well, game 5 back in LA. Is this it? Will the Raptors fall short despite the run to the finals? Will they realize just how fucking absurd the Western Conference is? It is a close game. A 5-point lead as the Clippers need a bit of a comeback effort to clinch this title. Otherwise, Toronto will force a game 6 back on their home court. It is Clippers ball here.
Bledsoe against Lillard.
Bledsoe held up by Dame.
Griffin sets the screen for Bledsoe.
Bledsoe gets it to go. Great move by Eric Bledsoe.
Bledsoe's got 18 points.
Leads down to 3. Also, someone mentioned the scoreboard. It's taken right from like NBA 2K10. Very nostalgic. Very.
Here's Lillard. And it's Jordan.
Lillard missed floater. DeAndre Jordan on the rebound.
Thompson out with that last one. Pass to Bledsoe.
So has it again on the drive.
105.
Bledsoe in the paint. Misses this time. IT on the rebound. Bit too cocky from Bledsoe. Bledsoe's white breaks his way through and throws it down.
This building is stunning.
Woo.
Deep Greg into his bag of tricks there.
Momentum was there for the Clippers. A missed shot and then some horrible transition defense.
Los Angeles has
Puts the
gone
Raptors back up by 5.
fourth quarter so far.
Clippers need a 3 here if they can get it. There's the attempt. It's good.
And he has brought them to within
Leads down to 2. Clippers trying to win the NBA title right here, right now. Chat's Raptors trying to force game 6. Lillard trying to drive, gets held up. Out to Davis, held up by Jordan. Lillard again trying to drive, held up.
shot clock at 5.
The movement to get Lillard another opportunity. And he draws the call as DeAndre Jordan misses what should have been the easiest block attempt of all time. How the hell? Like, seriously. Seriously, though. Let's talk about this real quickly. Let's talk about this just really quickly. God, I don't like the cameras. Give me the handheld, please. Like, look at this. How on earth? How do you miss? How's that even a foul? That's just good defense. He didn't even touch him. The fucking fix is in. He didn't even touch him. That's just good defense. It's insane that he missed the ball. I don't even know how it hit his arm. Bullshit. That is just staunch fucking defense. He bodied the hell out of him. He jumped straight up into the air and didn't even hit his arm. Dame's arm. He elbowed him in the chest. Fucking weak-ass NBA calls. This is unbelievable. Lillard to the line. Makes the first shot. His arm is inside him. My arm's gonna be inside you. Shut up. A 3-point lead for the Raptors. And they make it 4. No, a big miss from Lillard. It stays a 1-possession game without, of course, needing the 3 plus 1. 17 seconds. Big moment here. Will the Raptors force game 7? Game 6, I should say. They might force game 7, too. Chris Kaman to Blake Griffin. Griffin charges in.
And the rejection by Leonard. And those long arms and huge.
The AI is so fucking stupid. And all chat does is bitch about the jump-ins not being fair to them, and that's what Blake Griffin just did. That is incredible. Holy fuck, that was atrocious. Look at this. Gets the ball, obviously isn't going to shoot the three, whatever. Drives in, handles it right into Kawhi's dick, somehow doesn't lose it there, but does recover, and that's not a foul, though. Dude, this game is shit. But feel free to pay money to go drive a fucking go-kart. Feel free to go drive a fucking go-kart. But that doesn't draw a foul. It counts as a block. Oh, God. I can't even be mad that I'm going to lose this era, too, because this game is so fucking bad.
At this time of the game.
Jesus Christ. Well, feel free to go buy a go-kart.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a
Oh, my God. I'm going to lose again because this game is tragic.
and so he drops them both.
It is now a 5-point lead because Blake Griffin is the dumbest man alive.
Chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window. With
Quick three, doesn't go. There, yeah, we're not watching the free throws. There will be a game number 6. Jesus Christ, this game sucks. Oh, man. All right, well, let's see what happens. Can the Raptors force game 7 back in LA? It's looking like it. It's looking like it. Oh my God, 28-11 in the fourth quarter. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. Well, here we go. Will the Raptors blow a pristine opportunity to force game 7? 1:55 to go. The lead's down to 1.
Lillard looking around. It's Thomas on the wing.
Isaiah Thomas hands off to Jimmy Butler.
Back to Thomas.
Back to IT.
But good on the assist by Butler. And the Raptors lead by 3.
Fucking 4'2", and he jumps from that far out, stands still to hit a finger roll.
and not the most common call.
Oh my God, this is amazing. I'm not even mad. This is just legitimately funny.
Officials aren't nearly as
Holy
lenient as they
fuck.
used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot.
And now it's Raptors ball again, I think, for an off-ball foul.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Thomas. Now here's Lillard.
Lillard for 3. Misses. Griffin.
With the rebound.
Jordan work together to get the rebound.
Jordan's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Hudson.
Holy hell. Eric Gordon
And 2 free throws.
draws a foul.
Able to get that one to go with all the
Orb, I got control of Minnesota.
But he's tough
And I keep running into the Thunder,
able to play through
who then decide to not be a fucking dynasty by the time they run into the Clippers.
for the Raptors.
Well, I think they've been lethal from beyond the arc this game, no doubt about it. Hard to defend.
First shot is good.
And they've also played exceptionally well in the paint tonight. Taking advantage
Lead is back down to 1.
of the work inside.
1:03 to go. Game 6 of the NBA Final. Clippers win. It's over. Chat wins. It's a game 7.
And Lillard kicks to White. Butler on the way.
White to Butler.
Griffin against White. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Lillard.
Open Lillard. Misses. And DeAndre Jordan on the rebound.
Here's Gordon.
Gordon forces one up for no reason. Griffin recovers. Back to Gordon. Forces another. Misses again. The AI is terrible.
Man, I can't believe he blew that.
Why is Gordon the one putting up shots in the paint when you have DeAndre Jordan and Blake Griffin? The AI is so bad.
Lillard against Gordon. Lillard, the pass to Butler.
They got the mismatch with White.
White. Good. The Clippers.
Here comes game 7.
What do you think we're going to see?
Here comes game 7.
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2.
I can't even be mad.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
I can't even be mad. It's just literally everything that could go Chat's way has gone Chat's way since this game came out. It's incredible. Holy hell.
And here's Gordon.
Please dribble. You gotta go for 3, you fucking maroon!
So the big win by Toronto and a
Why is the AI so bad?
relaxed.
Holy fuck!
This was it, now or never.
And there's
Well, here comes game 7.
forcing a game
But make sure to go buy a skateboard
going to be an intense
or do your fucking go-kart trials. Ah, 2K, you fucking suck. EA, I beg of you, give them some fucking competition, please. Not even saying EA's game will be good. Fucking San Diego Studios, somebody. With every fucking game there is, can we please get competition with sports games again? Because holy fuck. The inbound. They need 3. Gordon could step back and shoot. Just holds. 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 Stumbles. Game over. There will be a game 7. To be honest, I'm rooting for Chat to end this. So we can just get through the last 2 eras and be done with this subpar video game. Gotta be honest, I'm kind of ready to not be playing NBA because it is kind of sad how bad this video game is compared to what it could be, right? Compared to what it could be, it's pretty sad how subpar 2K has become. Game number 7 in Los Angeles. Will Chat win it in fucking 3 seasons? 4 seasons? No, they will not. Well, Razor called it. All of that to lose in game 7. God damn it, this era continues. I was really hoping it was over. I'm actively rooting to lose. But the Clippers do win in dominant fashion. There will be, against my protests,
In the fourth quarter.
one more season. God damn it.
Lillard against Bledsoe.
There will be one more season.
Lillard out.
Should have jumped into the full game. I handled it the same way I handled our game 7 of the last era.
Down to 5 on the shot.
Sim to the 4th and look to watch the 4th. The problem is you guys were down by a lot.
Doesn't go for him.
Well, hey, at least you can be happy that the Clippers won again, right?
These are your new NBA champions.
Blake Griffin's God in this timeline.
All the travel, all the practice.
He is God.
All the games, wins and losses.
And Babbitt? Guy that got his dick cut off?
Culminating into tonight.
and whenever you win,
I mean, Ozone, you don't know that for sure.
there is a
I don't know what my team would have done against the Clippers. I matched up against them decently well in the paint.
really can't be matched, but pretty amazing to have accomplished.
There you go. So close, yet so far. The Clippers, the master of the Game 7. Who'd have thought? I've lost a Game 7 to the Clippers in this timeline, too.
Fans obviously.
The masters of the Game 7.
This is one of those
Strike again.
players will never
I was really hoping the celebration would glitch out and show the Raptors celebrating, but it didn't happen.
here on two.
I do like that they have their new logo on the merch, though, because they can't be bothered to actually put proper effort into the eras. But hey, buy a go-kart, please. Please buy go-kart. So close, yet so far, as Blake Griffin wins MVP. and gives the highest of 5s to Chris Kaman. 125-99, the final score, and god damn it, there's going to be another year of this era. Woo!